My name is Nayla. I am 24 years old, and I live alone in a small apartment near the city. I work at a cafe during the day, and sometimes I go out with my friends at night to forget how lonely life feels. I have no family around me, and most nights I come home to silence. That night was one of those nights when I went out just to escape my thoughts. My friends had invited me to a club. I didn't really want to go, but I said yes anyway. I wanted to feel alive again, even for a few hours. The music was loud, lights were flashing, and everyone around me seemed happy. I smiled and danced for a while, pretending that everything was fine. But deep down, I was tired. I didn't belong there. When the clock hit past midnight, I decided to go home. My friends were still inside the club, so I told them I would leave early. I walked outside, holding my small purse close to my chest. The streets were almost empty. The air felt cold, and the city lights looked distant. I tried to call a taxi, but none were available. I tried again and again, but the app kept saying no cars nearby. My heart started to beat faster. It was late, almost 1 a.m. I looked around, no one was there. Just the sound of the wind and faraway traffic. I started walking, hoping maybe I would find a cab on the main road. After walking for 10 minutes, I saw headlights coming toward me. It was a black car. It stopped beside me slowly. The window rolled down, and a man's voice came out. "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a ride?" He looked around 30. He had short hair, a clean face, and a calm tone. For a moment, I hesitated. My heart told me to walk away, but my tired legs didn't move. "I'm fine," I said softly. "Just waiting for a taxi." He smiled. "You won't find one here this late. I can drop you. It's not safe to be alone at this hour." I looked around again. The road was empty. I felt afraid of staying alone too. After thinking for a moment, I said, "Okay, just drop me near Grenell Street." He nodded. "Sure, get in." I opened the car door and sat beside him. The car smelled like new leather mixed with perfume. I fastened my seatbelt and gave him a small smile. "I'm Nayla," I said quietly. He smiled. "Nice to meet you, Nayla. I'm Aaron." He started driving slowly. At first, I felt a bit relaxed. We talked a little about random things. He said he worked in real estate and was coming back from a late meeting. His voice was calm, and his smile seemed gentle. But after a few minutes, I noticed he didn't turn toward Grenell Street. Instead, he took a left turn onto a darker road. I looked outside and realized I didn't recognize this area. My heart began to pound. This isn't the way, I said nervously. He looked at me and smiled. Don't worry. It's a shortcut. I know this city well. I nodded slowly, trying to believe him. But something didn't feel right. The lights were fading behind us. The road became quieter. I could only see trees and old buildings passing by. After a few more minutes, I said again, Aaron, I think we missed my street. Please turn back. He didn't answer. His face turned serious. I felt a cold chill run down my spine. I looked at his hands gripping the steering wheel tightly. The air inside the car became heavy. Please stop the car, I said, my voice shaking. Still, he didn't speak. The car kept moving. My hands started to tremble. Aaron, stop the car right now. Then he turned to me with a strange smile. Relax, Nayla. I'm just taking you somewhere safe. You'll be fine. His words didn't sound safe at all. My heart was racing so fast I could hear it in my ears. I reached for the door handle, but it wouldn't open. The lock was on. I tried again, pulling harder. Don't do that, he said sharply. His voice had changed, deeper and colder. Tears filled my eyes. Please, let me go. I don't know you. He laughed softly. You got in the car, didn't you? Now you'll have to trust me. I felt trapped. The road ahead was dark and lonely. My mind screamed run, but my body was frozen. I started crying. Please, Aaron, just stop the car. I promise I won't tell anyone. He didn't look at me. His eyes stayed on the road. Then, suddenly, his phone started ringing. He ignored it at first, but when it rang again, he sighed and picked it up. He said something quietly to the person on the other side. I couldn't hear it all, but I caught a few words. I'm on my way. Don't worry. My heart sank. On his way where? I looked outside. We were now driving past an old warehouse area. The buildings were broken and dark. There were no lights, no people. My tears ran down my cheeks. While he was still on the phone, I noticed the small button near my door, the lock switch. My hands shook as I reached for it. I pressed it quietly. The sound of the unlock click felt like thunder in the silence. Aaron looked at me. "What did you do?" he said angrily. I didn't wait. I pulled the handle and pushed the door open. The cold air hit my face. The car was still moving, but I jumped. I fell hard on the road, my knee burning with pain. I heard the sound of brakes screeching. I got up quickly and started running. My legs hurt, my breath was short, but I ran with all the fear I had inside me. I could hear him shouting my name from behind. "Nayla, come back." I didn't look back. I kept running until I saw lights in the distance. It was a small gas station. I rushed inside, shaking and crying. The man at the counter looked shocked when he saw me. "Please help me," I said, my voice trembling. Someone was trying to take me. He called the police immediately. I sat there on the floor, holding my knees, crying uncontrollably. After a few minutes, the police arrived. I told them everything. They searched the area, but Aaron's car was gone. It felt like he had vanished into the night. The officers took me to the station for safety and then dropped me home later. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every sound made me jump. Every light reminded me of that car. For days, I couldn't stop thinking, where was he taking me in his car? What would have happened if I hadn't jumped out? The thought made my skin crawl. Weeks passed, but I never saw him again. The police said they would look into it, but they never found him. Maybe he changed his name, maybe he moved away. I didn't know. Sometimes, when I walk home at night, I still hear the sound of that car engine in my head. The fear never really left me. It made me careful. It made me realize how fragile life can be. Now, whenever I go out, I make sure to return home early. I never accept rides from strangers again. I learned that trust can be dangerous when given too easily. But more than fear, I also learned something else. I survived. That night could have been the end of my life, but it wasn't. I found the strength to save myself. Life teaches us in the hardest ways. That night taught me that being alone is better than being unsafe, that sometimes silence and darkness hide things we cannot imagine. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you so much for listening to my story.